Hey guys, seriously guys, seriously. Have you ever heard so much craziness before? So, were you following any of that stuff? I mean, you know I can't make this stuff up. I find this out and then I come right to you guys. It's some pretty amazing stuff. And, to say the least. It's so cool. It's the absolute coolest thing on earth, And, I understand, with so much more. And I was hoping that, maybe this is a way to open the doors for people that, if you were having trouble perhaps with chakras and stuff like that, in the stories, this Jesus guy, we could call him Jeebus, believe it or not. There was that was what they used to call people that used to hang around in Jerusalem. They would call them Jeebers. I've learned so much. I think this is the coolest shit on earth, you guys. But I am gonna have to go to work. I may have to take a break for a little bit. But I just absolutely, this is like digging treasure. Once you find it, you just want to keep going and going. I'm showing you how to do it. Someone's going to come in and rob all the gold before I get to it, But then that's me trying to own something, Did you catch that in there where, that what they would do is that they weren't getting, the idea that they were receiving something beautiful from heaven, and then but they were taking it out and planting it. That little parable is going to be later on in the New Testament. It's where and because I haven't seen it in a long time, I can't really kind of quote it too much, but I can synopsis on it. But what it is it's a master, and he had 3 people, so 3 workers, so there was something beautiful was going to happen when the number 3 is brought up. But what would happen is the one that put it in the ground, it's probably going to wind up being a good story. But here's the way I see it. You know how the bad guy is always the good guy, and that pisses off all of these people. God damn it. I hated that guy. I've hated him. Well, that's those kingdoms that you build up in your mind that's got to get destroyed. Those kingdoms in your mind, without even having to touch a button on their own, is going to nuke this earth to death. So it wouldn't hurt to spread this around, but at the same time, let it trickle its way out. I think that when this Jesus, if he was real, he was always, don't tell them, don't tell anybody. And of course, thousands of people would show up anyways, He'd say, don't tell no one, don't tell no one. Yeah, so I'm going to say it too. Say, don't tell no one, don't tell no one. Keep it to yourself. But see, that was that story. The idea is that what would you do with the beautiful thing that you were given, the gift, and they were all given an element of money of some kind. We'll do it one day. I'll find out. We'll rip it right up. Let's hope I don't tear it up right now. But of the 3 guys, the first one did something that had something to do with the fourfold nature, because 4 shows up in the story. And so what it is like an investment in the self. And he got a profit from it. And the second one was about the same idea, these sending of the doves, 1, 2, 3, all these numbers of 3s. They're meant to be read backwards now that I know. I will read them correctly, and I'm also going to find out what those words mean. But you would see that 3. Oh shit! Did I just do that? Did I just mess all that up? 3. Ah, man. I've been working too long. Let me see if I can. Oh, because I can't believe I can't. Oh, man. I don't want to do this again. So you're just going to get it. What was I talking about? The 1 and the 2 and the 3. Oh, God damn it. I knew what it was. It was that damn guy what happens is the second guy, he invests his thing in something else too, you know, probably in something with a 3. He joined something, you know, and got his reward. And then there was this third guy who took it and dumped it into earth. He dug a little hole and put it in there, and he caught all kinds of hell in the end of this. He says, you know, he didn't get anything out of it. Well, see, that's what happens. If you put all of your eggs in this outside baskets, you can get nothing. You know, I think that kind of hurts people to think that, you know, hey, I've been doing my work for the poor. I've been doing all this. Certainly, I'm going to make it up there in heaven, you know. I've done this. But serving the poor means, like, you know, what you and I are doing. If you were to share this with someone and open up their eyes, there's one of your Jesus things that you can do. And what he can do, you can do, is what he says, once you learn. So I don't think this knowledge is really bad, but you could share this with another person and open up their eyes and see what happens. Because we were all made to be this image of Christ, you know, and once you go through this killing episode, you know, you'll be all ready to go, you know. But isn't this the neatest stuff on earth, you know? You would think that, wow, what a cool place, what a cool thing, what a wonderful world this would be if this was like, if everybody knew it. Just to think about it. And anyways, I'm just flabbergasted, you know, and I just don't know what to do. I don't want to go and get a drink, and, you know, this has been consumed all day long. It's around 8, something like that. Is that what it is? Yeah, around 9. But I just wanted to do a quick, like, maybe like a little channel checkup in case you don't see me for a day or so. You know, ain't nothing wrong. I just, you know, wow, this is just the coolest stuff. You know, I'm going to wind up being one of them guys that's just, you know, I'm just going to go thin and skinny in some cave somewhere. You know, like those paupers with my hand out, you know, like that. But man, oh man alive. Till then, you know, I think we're only 5 pages into the book. and one page of names took up 8 or 9 hours of it, you know. And you know what, it was all worth it. It was probably the coolest time. It really was. So, you know, we're going to do that again with some of these other ones and see what they come up with, you know. But I'm getting a good idea of what's in store, because, you know, this was just so much fun, you guys. It was absolutely so much fun. I want to thank y'all for being part of this, you know, sharing with me. And do share. Learn something in this, you know. Ask me something, so I'll type it up and show you how it works. So everybody knows what's going on, you know. Let everybody do this. I don't care if you get there before me. Go ahead, have fun. It should be a quest. That's your quest. Get out there. That's your works, you know. But, you know, like I said earlier, you know, I used to have all the answers in these books. But that was only for, like, I was like 5th grade or 4th or 5th grade, and those, they knew who it was. It was a math teacher. Her name was Miss Passat, and I think she was from Yugoslavia or someplace, you know, Passatis on the foot. So we just called her Miss Passat. She knew very well who took it. You know, it was that guy in the middle of the class there with the smart mouth, who could never show any of his homework, who knew the answers to things without having to do any of the you know, this costs this, or this, you know, plus that, and that equals this, and all that. Motherfucker, I didn't get away with nothing. Not at all. They just passed all kinds of people, you know. You know, plus I was a bee charmer, so I think they just loved me, you know, stuff like that. They all knew I was getting beat the hell out of at home, so that could have been it. What a beautiful thing. I will thank you for sharing it with me. I love you guys, and that's a God honest truth. Alright? I don't have anybody here to talk to. You guys are the only one.